Morning. Goodwill Industries and the Woodford County Chamber of Commerce worked together to host an expungement clinic.
Yeah, people from across the state came to the clinic to see if their criminal convictions could be removed from their records. A clean record could break down barriers from getting a job, housing, and education.
WKYT photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw talked with one woman who drove 2.5 hours to start the process in hopes of turning her life around. That story is new at 5:30. Versailles Baptist Church. Inside are resources to help erase past criminal offenses. Miranda Montgomery was a former career coach with Goodwill Industries. She says a person with a clean slate can knock down obstacles in their life.
So I know how important it is to get rid of criminal records or criminal charges on a record because they can be a very big barrier to housing, education, and other opportunities.
Pre-registered and walk-in clients were able to get a background check, meet with a lawyer, and connect with job opportunities and other resources. This has been paid for by Goodwill Industries. Sarah Dixon heard about the opportunity and drove 2.5 hours from Clinton County near the Kentucky-Tennessee border. Dixon's criminal record includes possession, receiving stolen property, and assault.
I am a recovering addict. I have a record, and all my stuff is from 10 years ago.
Dixon wants to put the past behind her and move forward. Her future includes working in the medical field, but she can't achieve that goal until her criminal offenses are removed. Right now, she feels confident this expungement clinic will give her a new start.
I feel freedom, like that my background is not holding me back anymore. The only thing I'm worried about is being there for my kids, being able to, financially support them, give them a good life and stuff like that. And I feel like with this that I will.
On average, some cases take 9 to 12 months to complete. The eligible offenses to be removed go up to a Class D felony. Goodwill Industries says last year their criminal expungement goal was 1,500 clients, and they exceeded that mark with 2,500 expungements.